Yes, I am a real English teacher in a real American classroom. I said that in the last English lesson, and some people were surprised, so maybe I should say it again. Yeah, but I don't teach the English lessons on YouTube from my classroom. I do that at home. We'll go home, and then I can teach you a little bit better about how President Trump says he is giving every American $2,000. I could definitely use $2,000 because maybe you know, teachers don't get paid all that much in the United States. I'm a little worried to go out this door because some of my fellow teachers might still be in the building. Let's see if we run into anybody. I don't think so. Do you know that English phrasal verb, run into? It's another way to say like meet or encounter. Nope, I think the coast is clear. I don't think I have to worry about embarrassing myself and having one of my coworkers say, "What are you doing? Why are you talking to a camera, Brent?" All right, here we go. So I'm going to drive home, and then I will be in I do these lessons from my basement. You'll see me from my basement, and you will learn about President Trump giving Americans $2,000. As I drive home and keep my eyes on the road, maybe I should tell you what I am going to spend my $2,000 on, if this even happens. A lot of people say that President Trump is talking nonsense, but if I get my $2,000, I think I am going to use that to take a trip to Peru, go visit Machu Picchu. I'm trying to visit all 7 wonders of the world. So far, I have visited the Taj Mahal in India, I've visited Chichen Itza in Mexico, and I have visited Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. Okay, now I'm home. I've changed into something more comfortable. I'm ready to teach. Are you ready to improve your English? In today's English lesson, we are going to talk quite a bit about terms you might hear if you are into business or if you are into money. And we will watch a news clip together. I will come back and teach some of those difficult terms like doubling down. We'll talk about the verb pledge. We'll talk about 3 types of incomes we have in the United States. We'll talk about what a stimulus check is and so much more. If that sounds good to you, please go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe if this is your first time here, and let's watch that news clip together.
President Trump doubling down on his pledge to send low and middle income Americans $2,000 dividends using tariff revenue. It's a tall promise and one that government budget experts say would require 2 years of tariffs to pay for.
President Trump wants to send Americans direct payments. It's not technically a stimulus check like the one sent out during the pandemic, instead giving Americans a share of revenue generated by tariffs.
This has become a very popular term within the last 10 years or so, doubling down. What does it mean if somebody doubles down on something? That means to continue doing something strongly, even after problems or criticism, like people are telling you, don't do that. You do it even more. The holidays are coming up here in the United States. I tend to eat a little more during the holidays. I might gain a little weight. If you keep watching the channel, you might see my face get a little bigger. I usually double down on my diet sometime in the new year. So this person in the picture looks like he's also doubling down on his diet. Not something I will be doing anytime soon. He doubled down on his diet after seeing how much weight he had gained. So let me get rid of this banner here. But you can see he's eating a salad. There's a bicycle helmet on the shelf. So maybe he's doing a little extra exercising. It looks like there is a scale on the counter also. So maybe he's weighing his food. He's really serious about starting his diet. Next, we have the verb pledge. That is a serious promise to do something. I pledge to you right now, I will continue to make English lessons. But the man in the picture is pledging to his family that he's going to become more healthy. He pledged to his family that he would stop smoking and live a healthier life. Next, we have income. Income is money that you make, usually from a job. And we have three types of incomes in the United States: low, middle, and high. Let's talk about each of them. President Trump says all Americans who are in the low to middle income brackets will get $2,000. I am in the middle income bracket, so hopefully my money will be coming soon, although I am not holding my breath. Do you know that term? If you're not holding your breath, that means you don't think it's going to happen. So I don't know. Hopefully I get my $2,000. We'll see. But low income families will be getting their $2,000. That means earning little money, not enough for many basic needs like food, clothing, things like that. I can also make the picture a little bigger, and you can see the people who are living. Let me do something like this. You can see the top of my head is cut off, but low income, the wallpaper is peeling off in their house. Middle income, I think a lot of people are in middle income. Here's a sentence that uses low income. Many low income families receive help to pay for food and housing. So they receive help from the federal and state governments. Middle income, earning a moderate amount of money. Not poor, not rich. Middle income families often work hard to pay for their homes and children's education. And we also have high income. That means you are earning a lot of money. Doctors and engineers are often in the high income group. Dividends. We're talking more business English right here. Dividends are money paid to people who own shares in a company. We'll talk more about shares in a little bit, but right now I have a sentence for you. This woman looks like she is enjoying life quite a bit. Her smart investments paid off, and the dividends helped her retire early, so she no longer has to work. Next, we have tariff. We talked a lot about tariffs on this channel shortly after President Trump took office in January. He levied a lot of tariffs on other countries, on their goods coming into the United States. Let's get the official definition for what a tariff is. That is a tax on goods brought into a country. I have a sentence here for you for tariff. The U.S. placed a tariff on steel from other countries.
We're going to issue a dividend to our middle income people and lower income people of about $2,000.
The president would not be able to do this on his own.
It will have to be passed by Congress, but the reality is just this, that because of Biden's inflation, which averaged 5% over 4 years, that people on average lost about $3,400 in purchasing power, and they've gained about $1,200 this year, but there's still room to go.
Just last month, the president said tariff revenue would first be used to pay some of America's $38 trillion debt.
Number one, we're paying down debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy.
So President Trump is saying the United States made so much money from these tariffs, he wants to share it with low and middle income Americans. Revenue, that is the total money a government or business earns. A lot of people from other places visit New York City every year. Tourism brings a lot of revenue to the country each year. During the pandemic, Americans received stimulus checks. This is different. The $2,000 that will hopefully be coming soon, that is not a stimulus check. This $2,000 came from money Americans earned or the country earned. The stimulus check just came from extra money, and it really didn't help our economy. the official definition of a stimulus check. Money the government gives to people to help the economy during hard times. I think many economists, those are people who study money, say that the stimulus checks that Americans got actually led to inflation. And we'll talk about inflation a little bit later. Many Americans use their stimulus checks to buy food and pay rent. I'm sorry, but I need to interrupt the English lesson for just a second. I am offering private tutoring, one-on-one English conversations with me. I will record the lesson. You will be able to watch it many times as you want. And right now, I am offering a discount code. It's Fall 15. Fall is ending soon, so I'm not exactly sure how long this coupon will be good for, at least the next couple weeks. Click on the link in the comments or the description for more information. You can see when I'm available. If you sign up, there will be a little form to fill out. You can ask me questions. I can prepare some kind of lesson for you if you would like. I know it's super hard to find a speaking partner, but I can be that guy for you. Look forward to speaking with you. Okay, now back to the English lesson. We talked about a share earlier. Now we are going to get the official definition. It's a small part of a company that someone can own. Some people will play the stock market and they will buy part of a company. They hope in the future that company does well, so their share will increase in value. It will make more money for them. Owning a share means you own a small part of a company. Okay, I could make an entire English lesson about what Congress is, but here is like the basic definition. The part of the US government that makes laws, and you will see they work in the Capitol building. That's the name of that building in the picture. Congress voted to pass a new education bill. We talked about inflation a little earlier. Now we will get the official definition. When prices go up and money buys less than before. I think most of the world experienced high inflation after the pandemic. I know the country of Argentina, shout out to anyone watching from Argentina. They have been dealing with inflation for a long time. Because of inflation, food and gas are more expensive this year.
The president would not be able to do this on his own.
It will have to be passed by Congress, but the reality is just this, that because of Biden's inflation, which averaged 5% over 4 years, that people on average lost about $3,400 in purchasing power, and they've gained about $1,200 this year, but there's still room to go.
Just last month, the president said tariff revenue would first be used to pay some of America's $38 trillion debt.
Number one, we're paying down debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy.
When we studied the matter in the summer, that we thought that deficit reduction might be the best use of those monies, but we've had a big surge in tax revenues. You've seen even a bit surplus in the latest monthly Treasury report.
Debt. That is money you owe to someone. I have quite a bit of debt because I bought a house and now I owe the bank quite a bit of money. They are okay as long as I pay them a little bit each month. Unfortunately, the United States is in a lot of debt. I don't know, is it like $30 trillion, something like that? It's a lot of money. The country has a lot of debt after years of borrowing money. Go crazy. What does it mean if somebody goes crazy on something? It means to become very excited, angry, or out of control. Here in the picture, we have a singer. I think that singer is pretty popular. Fans went crazy when the singer walked on stage. We talked about debt before. That's money you owe. Deficit is kind of like debt, but it's a little different. A deficit is when you spend more money than you have. The government had a budget deficit after spending too much on the military. A surge in something, that is a sudden, strong increase. This woman looks like she is having a surge of fear because that dog is barking. She felt a surge of fear when the dog barked loudly. I have one more sentence for surge. There was a surge in gas prices after the war started. Gas prices went up dramatically. A surplus. This is the opposite of a deficit. A surplus is when there is more of something than needed. The farm had a surplus of corn after a good harvest. Congratulations, you made it to the end of another English lesson. Don't forget, if you would like to speak with me one-on-one to help you improve your English speaking, I have a link for you in the comments and also in the description. If you're not done learning English right now, right down there is a lesson about how you should probably stay away from the United States right now. If you go to the airport, you are going to be standing in line for a long time. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.